Yeah, my name's Elliot Payne. I use he, him pronouns, and I am the president of Minneapolis City Council. So I represent Ward 1 on City Council, which is the northeast part of our city, plus a little slice of the Como neighborhood, which is really close to the University of Minnesota. But I'm elected by my colleagues to represent the body as the president. Northeast Minneapolis is one of our historical industrial parts of the city, and it's got a really interesting blend of industrial, single-family home, and even some multifamily housing residential. And we're really close to the University of Minnesota. So we have this really blended mix of different activities in the ward. And then where I personally live in the ward is pretty close to the highest point in the city of Minneapolis. So that means that on my daily bike ride, I get to climb up a hill every day to get home. This was my first year participating in a week without driving. One thing that we do have that did start in Minneapolis that has gone a little bit global is 30 days of biking, which usually is the month of April. And I've participated in that for probably over 10 years, I would guess. I'm a daily bike commuter, so a week without driving is just another week for me. But I think one of the things that I really like about these types of challenges is that although I'm a full-time biker, I do have access to a car. And normally, when your work schedule gets a little bit chaotic, there might be some times where you do just need to take that one vehicle trip. And I like these challenges because it really forces you to reconsider those trips and make sure that you're prioritizing other modes. But I think probably the biggest barrier is just your work schedule, especially being in an elected office. There's oftentimes where you have to be bouncing around the city, and sometimes your schedule just logistically makes it a little bit challenging to bike. But even then, I try my best to uh, bike to as many meetings as I can. I will often carpool if that is the more convenient way to actually make that logistical challenge happen. But again, I think these challenges really help you confront some of those so that you can be planful in how you approach it. And so that can be anything from, you know, leaving your bike at the office and catching a bus home, or there's just a lot of mobility options in Minneapolis. And so even when I'm not able to take my personal bike, sometimes I'll use a bike share, sometimes I'll use a scooter share, I'll use public transit. And so I think these types of challenges just help you be creative and how you solve some of those barriers, and then also just have a deeper understanding of what your options are in overcoming those barriers. I think I'm constantly thinking of ways that we can not just improve our bike infrastructure from the built environment perspective, but even to the point of we are currently piloting a bike locker program so that people have those secure places to store their bikes. The importance of multimodal options is really highlighted when you take these challenges. So even in my case, where I'm a full-time biker, there are these moments where you need to either take public transit, a bike share, a scooter share, some other mobility option that will help you avoid that car trip. And I think by taking these challenges on, it can just make you be a much more expansive thinker about transportation. I think participating in challenges like this forces you to change your behaviors and break certain patterns and routines, and hopefully do it in a way that allows you to either learn something new, reveal something, or even empathize with some of your constituents. Not every constituent has the luxury of having access to a private car. Not every constituent has the luxury of access to a private bike. Forcing yourself to take public transit, to use other mobility options, will help you understand your city more. It'll help you understand your constituents more, and hopefully help you be a better policymaker when it comes to transportation.